Okay, today is December 8th, 2020, and I'm going to read on uh, Rebekah Jones, who has just had her office raided by, um, I guess, DeSantis, because she would not obscure data in Florida about COVID, as she alleges that she was ordered to do. She feels this is a retaliatory act, and that he's basically abusing office. She's worried that more health workers will be intimidated that are involved in COVID data collection, because she was at her home and they came with guns drawn. I mean, you talk about a serious abuse of power right now. This is disgusting. They seized her phones, her computers, anything where you would store information. Unbelievable. That department is just out of control. And he's out of control. So the question is he going to face any accountability for this kind of stuff? I mean, we're all real sick of it. And we're beyond the antiquated game of cricket that I still think some Democrats want to play. I really hope that they don't try and that I really hope that they are firm and, frankly, harsh, because these people need something beyond harsh. They need absolute consequences, because they know what they're doing is wrong. They know it. They are just trying to completely take over. They are trying a coup. And this is part of it, of that kind of behavior with Florida's dunderhead, DeSantis. So I want to look at the situation with Rebekah Jones, this poor woman who's being a decent human being, refused to do that. And I'm sure this is retaliatory. But let's have a look and see what the cards want to say and what they can tell us about what is going to happen, and if DeSantis is going to face consequences for this kind of ridiculous abuse of power. It is grotesque. It's not funny. It's never been funny. It's just, if they don't handle these guys by the scruff and gals by the scruff of the neck and give them a long sentence that is lengthy by example, I think the Democrats that want to be soft are going to find they are going to be seeing all kinds of people out in the streets, and they're going to be shouting at them, saying, you need to step it up. That's not going to go over with any of us. So I want to know, Tarot, Universe, Creator, Ancestors, is DeSantis going to get away with this, or is he going to be held to account and face a prison term that he deserves? Outrageous. Oh, I I really don't like him. Like when I see his face on any, it's like it's the same thing like with Trump, but I really don't like him. He's Florida could be a great place, everyone. It really could. But they've got the worst people in there governing the upper echelon, the structure that it is, that, and they're really long past needing a grown up that can work with everyone. So let's take a look at DeSantis. Is he going to be held to account legally for his abuse of power? It is grotesque. This is outrageous. Okay. Okay, I am on, I forgot I have a Zoom meeting, but I've got about half an hour. So I'm just kind of watching, but I'll go ahead and I'll throw cards real quick. Okay, this is the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Moon. Oh yeah, this is secretive. Really, it's the data. This is the long-term collected data that has been, being collected. He wanted the data. Or there was something in her possession that he wanted, and now he has it in his hands. And what he intends to do with it is not good. It is, I'm sorry, that's outside. I can't control everything. Not in my house, that's outside. So I'm on hold for a Zoom meeting trying to do a tarot reading. Ooh, okay. Anyway, I think it most definitely, the answer is he wanted what she had in her possession. And it is for sneaky purposes. It is for under the radar stuff. Very emotional about it. Does not want this data getting out. I'm sure it would make him look bad. This is probably DeSantis. I don't know what his sign is, but this is someone that's active, and this is certainly with the raid. I feel like that's him connected. He's been waiting, not happy about something. I think this is also in connection to Trump and that administration about trying to and other people I think that he's dealing with that are Republicans in government, within his own state, whatever, to try and suppress basically the fact that the numbers don't lie. Well, if you don't get the right numbers, then that's a lie. And that's what they want to hide within. So there's something about what they collected from her place that they want. There is agreement. They may have waited around trying to see if she would change her mind, and when she didn't, this could be, right, we're taking it. And he, I believe, gives the okay to target her for this. He's been wanting this information. I don't know if he asked her for it before, but it looks to me like either he was asked to get it before by another source, or he had asked her himself prior. There's a sense of victory that DeSantis has with this. And it is to keep the waters muddied. because they're very emotional. They don't want people to know the real numbers. It would make them look bad. In fact, never mind the fact that doing what they're doing is making them look bad, but we're not talking about common sense. We're talking about blatant abuse of power, and they should be in prison. All of them. DeSantis should be in prison for this. Now, this is something that will get worked. This is a combination too. Yeah, I feel like they want to tweak the numbers. They feel like they have a real... I'm not getting him right now. I see him for the moment. What the cards really want to show is he feels like this has been a success. He is in agreement with someone else to obtain this information. He feels like he has done what was asked of him or desired of him. They wanted the information. They may have asked him to get it more than one time. He may have then in turn asked her to give it, Rebekah, to him, DeSantis, or whatever. But I feel like he feels like it's a battle that he has won, but there's another battle coming. And for right now, though, he feels pretty smug with himself. Okay. What a jerk. Now, here I do see, then we have a switch where we go to a card of confinement. Society, or a greater, the greater public or group of people that surround one. Okay. Oh. This is to do with This is to do with quarantine. About people, the need for quarantine and not going out and socializing. Okay, that's connected. He feels like he's made a victory somehow against quarantine. That they want to... Interesting. We go to the 4, 5, 6 of Wands. This is definitely revenge. It's fiery Marsian energy, anger, and wanting to definitely save also their own hide because they want to tinker, I think, with the numbers. Yeah, and losses. Because there's people would there's been a lot more. No kidding. Yeah, they're definitely... We're trying to suspend the passing, people who have died. There's things to do with also then benefits and stuff like that. And I wonder if there's other people in his ear about that. That line his pockets that don't want to be... I don't know. He's trying to get hold of the information so he can alter it, or I don't know. Definitely, I feel like tinker around with it. He wants to definitely mess with especially the issue of quarantine and when you can return to public, how you can go into public. There's also something that he wants to suspend from the public, and that is in connection to a card of grieving and loss. and that is, to me, how many people have died, and especially are dying. The totals are staggering, and he's trying to prevent that information because it would make him look bad, as I've said. Ultimately, though, this is what I think this is DeSantis's chickens coming home to roost, right on top of his head. It also makes for a far more deadly situation in Florida with COVID. The numbers are high of the data that he's trying to hide. They will find out firsthand, unfortunately, yet for this winter, because I fear that it will be, as you probably heard in each video I've said, pretty much really bad in specifically places where there is a problem with people doing the intelligent thing, the sensible thing, and masking up, gloving up, and the quarantine that they want to hide. So he's a fool, and he will get caught. He is not, he can be shrewd, but he's just, this guy, DeSantis, he's in power because a bunch of other fools have helped him get there and stay there. People will realize how foolish they were. It will come out, though. It will come out, especially with that tower card. And the proof will be in the pudding, because you're going to have people passing. Did it again. Still, I'm on hold for my Zoom meeting. All right. This, I think, is his pressure, the offer, which isn't really an offer, but there is oppression with it. It's a very oppressive energy that's offered. It could be that this is the offering of information that he offers up. There is evil connected to it, to what he offers. What he did, the choice he made to raid like that, I think will be seen as a violation. 'Cause it is. To take control, strong arm, and abuse his power of office and authority to do so. I don't know if that's him or Trump, or someone else. I think he might be a swords. But he gets exposed. He gets the sun. So his abuse of power will be formal in its exposure. I think once we get the new administration in, and there's something here about a King of Wands that helps to bring perhaps him to light for this. Could be whoever's going to take over the COVID aspect and health aspect under the Biden administration. If it's a male, it's going to help to investigate and uncover. He will be investigated for this under the new administration. About his trying to suppress, his heavy-handedness. How this was just messed up. I think this could be Rebekah. I think you're going to see her doing a lot of interviews, maybe writing a book, sharing what her experience was. It's really important. She may have been the one that left some messages or letting others know to be this. You know, she's trying to help. She's trying to do the right thing, and I think she will just continue to do that and bring forth that data. She's a good person. Bless her heart. And he will be held to account. He will go under investigation. I do see that. So I'm going to leave that there because I have an appointment and I got to get this up really quickly. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Prince is uploading right now, but it's a long video on Prince. So if you're going to watch that one, get your popcorn. All right, talk to you later. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And share.